Hey everyone, Jer here, and welcome to my channel where I talk about entrepreneurship, technology, business, finance, and joint adventuring and life. And today I'm going to talk about food photography. This video is not sponsored, obviously, because I have barely any followers. This cup is from, I believe it's from Toronto, Canada. Really cool cup, has nice designs, moose, maple leaf, fish, hockey, lobster, a cup, polar bear, birds, all that good stuff. Everything that Canada is all about. Oh, and beaver too. Don't forget beaver. So, today I'm going to talk about what it's like to be a professional food photographer. I started my journey as a food photographer about 13 years ago, and this is something that's very personal to me, obviously. It's not my main hustle, but it's my side hustle. It's just the one that I do for fun and also makes money. And my goal is to, in the short term, have 9 of these sort of side hustle / ways, streams of income that I can sort of, just have just because I can. So my journey started when I took a trip to Hong Kong, and my parents took me and my siblings, and they gave me a small compact digital camera, and this camera basically not very capable of doing much, just took basic photos, all that good stuff. So from there I was really inspired to take food photography seriously, because it's a city where food photography was just so important. It was all over the place. When you go and see signs, you could see the quality of the work, and that quality of the work inspires you to dine at these various restaurants. And so Hong Kong being very futuristic, having a lot of neon signs everywhere and a lot of just digital signage, that sort of struck an idea within me. And I thought, what if I just do this at home? What if I focus on doing food photography for restaurants and food brands around San Francisco Bay Area? And so when I went home, I started doing it. I just started doing it for free. And just reached out to various restaurants. First few restaurants I did were at Santana Row. So yeah, my first photography experiences were there, and I got the opportunity to reach out and work with a variety of food brands. Over the years, I've worked with mom and pops to fine dining, Michelin classics. I've worked with many restaurant empires and restaurant tycoons such as Michael Mina, Mixed, Green, Saj, Mediterranean, Star Nicola, Caviar, Ghost Culinary Market, Whole Foods, Homegrown, Dosa, etc., etc., etc. And while most of my day-to-day is very different, for the sake of this conversation, what I focused on in food photography was just sales and marketing and getting referrals. So I never tried to hard sell anyone. Food photography is something that sells itself. It's an art. And I really enjoy it because it's fun. It's very easy for me to do. It's not that easy to do. The shoots range from 4 to 12 hours. From setting up, prepping, to doing a lot of food styling, wiping down the dish, making sure the lighting and composition are perfect, and letting the kitchen, do their job of meal prepping and cooking and all that good stuff. So a lot of the shoots would take 8 to 10 hours, and that would just be for like 30 dishes. So it would take most of the day. And so I feel that people don't really understand what amount of work goes into this. They don't understand that you need to set up all the lighting, you need to set up your cameras, you need to bring your camera and dishes in and make sure the dish is perfect. They think that maybe the kitchen cooks the dish and then you just snap it and then that's it, magically. But I think at the end of the day, it is a lot of work. I enjoy it, but it's a lot of work, but not everyone understands it. And I think that is potentially not easy to deal with, because restaurants may think you're doing easy work and therefore we should charge you X amount. But for the amount of work I do, it is worth, thousands and thousands of dollars per shoot. And, that's very hard to quantify in the first place. But I can say that easily, definitely, I've commanded $6K for a photo shoot recently. The numbers are all across the board. I'm trying to standardize the pricing. But for the sake of this conversation, just want to focus on what it's really like to be a food photographer. When I do have a food photography photo shoot, it's often somewhere in SF or LA. I wake up, make myself a little breakfast, something healthy, I pack my bags, usually a few cameras, a few lenses, some lighting, and the marble board. And once I pack my bags, I drive to the destination, which usually takes like an hour to get to. And the shoot is usually very intense because it takes like the whole day. After the photo shoot is over, I get the SD card into my laptop and I work for hours on end to edit those photos. And from there, I put the photos on Google Photos, and the client can use these photos for social media, for their website, any advertising or marketing collateral. So my work is very satisfying because I give everything to each photo shoot that I've done. It's an honor to work with a lot of these brands because they're much larger than myself. I have seen these photos everywhere when I walk out and about in SF. I sometimes pass my client's restaurants rather, in like Financial District or Marina, and I see my work up on the side of the restaurant or the menu. So yeah, currently I live in Orange County. I'm often back in SF. So this year I've worked with so many restaurants and going to be working with many, many more, flying everywhere and just doing the photo shoots. So yeah, if you're a restaurateur who's based in Canada, especially Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal, I'm looking at you. Definitely open to working with you. I know the weather's much colder, but I really like Canada because of the animals and the people, the diversity, the multiculturality, if that's a word. There's still a thriving food scene there, so yeah, what it's like to really be a food photographer, that's it, very simple, kept it straight to the point. I'm going to be doing food photography workshops again. I held some of these back in SF. Right now I'm in Orange County, and that means I'm open to hosting them in LA. But if you know a place that I can host, I'll be super grateful for the introduction. Other than that, if you want to be placed on the mail list for me to inform you when the food photography workshop is, definitely feel free to reach out to me at jer.dishcrawl.co. That's Jer, J-E-R, at dishcrawl.co. That's the name of my company. So just feel free to reach out, and we can get you on that list, and you can definitely come through. So we'll host it somewhere, maybe in Orange County, somewhere in LA, maybe somewhere back in SF. We'll see. Things are, very busy as always, but I appreciate you taking the time to watching this video, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Food photography has definitely been a very, very awesome experience, and I can't wait to meet all of you, whether that's here in LA, Orange County, San Diego, or SF. So that's all for this video. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification if you can, and that will let you know when the video comes out. So I'm going to be sharing more and more videos. If you like this style of video, this is in my apartment here in Orange County. On my right hand side, your left hand side I believe, you could see my animal collection right here. We have a penguin.